I just wanted to ask, do y'all put Trey Rags in like the discussion with Druski's and Desi Banks and all them?
They're all internet comedians. Yeah.
But you don't feel there's a difference? You will put Long Beach Griffey in the same conversation with the Druski?
Are you a comedian on the internet?
I mean,
I would personally.
Yeah, if you make skits and you do internet comedy, yeah.
I'm back. I missed the entire conversation because my internet.
I don't know.
The question is, would you put Trey Rags in the conversation with Druski and
Well, question: Trey Rags in the same combo as Druski?
Druski and Desi Banks like them.
Oh, all of them. If we bunching them up,
ain't they internet comedians? Sage?
Probably, yeah, gotta be right.
Who makes skits?
Yeah, gotta be.
I don't know. Well, a lot of people have been, seeing.
Are they not in the same conversation?
I don't believe so. I think there's a difference.
You think they make different enough content?
I mean, I think it's a difference between being a skit, the vertical camera from your phone cut skits and doing the skits like how Desi Banks does them and how Druski and them niggas do them, or the shit that they're doing. They're more mainstream than anything. Like, again, I will put Trey Rags in the conversation with Caleb City, Long Beach Griffey in that kind of a realm. The Druskis, the Lou Ratchets, Desi Banks, Ha Davis, those dudes are doing events. They're hosting shows. They're a lot more mainstream, and they've cracked that ceiling because of the shit that they do. Like they made a shift and a pivot, and that would be like its own lane. I don't think I would put Trey Rags in that.
I niggas still make phone videos.
I hear you. I mean, I guess. I mean, in terms of content similarity, that's objectively true. But I don't think they're like too different enough for me to not consider them internet. But I hear you. It's semantic.
That's like I guess that's like me saying like an underground rapper is different than another rapper. Honestly, they're all rappers. Is he an underground comedian? An underground internet comedian?
I mean, technically, yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay. Drewski still does stuff on his phone. Do you think Drewski does stuff off his phone? Because
I'm not saying because he's not doing stuff, not just doing things. I mean, well, he's not doing things on his phone, but he's not just doing things on his phone. And he's doing a lot of other things and more. I'm not gonna say mainstream things, but more things than just being a skit comedy guy. Again, Drewski's hosting shows, doing tours, has his own little show and platform and everything like that. That is a lot different than, again, the Long Beach Griffey, Caleb Cities, and fucking Trey Rags.
So don't they all make YouTube videos?
Doesn't Trey Rags stream?
And go to like conventions and speak at conventions?
I don't know if Trey Rags does that.
I'm pretty sure.
I would say for Caleb City, yes. I would say for Caleb City, yes.
Long Beach Griffey too, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
I know he goes to conventions and does. I don't know if he like speaks on panels and does things like that. I know he pops out at places.
But they all stream and they make YouTube content too. So
I don't know if Long Beach Griffey streams. I would assume so, but I don't know if he does.
How does you?
Lou Ratchet streams. I found that.
Lou Ratchet does fucking corn. Like Lou Ratchet does everything. He's again. That's another guy that's pivoted.
Well, so if Trey Rags adds streaming to his thing, I guess he's no longer in this conversation too, right? Go ahead.
No, it's.
I hear you.
Chad is gonna cook us again, man. Every time Damo brings up a topic.
No, go ahead. I'm just bringing up.
Always joke when Damo comes around.
I just want to understand more.
No, you're trying to feed into it now. You're not.
I'm not feeding anything. I'm not. Hey, man. I gave it a good puncher's chance. And
oh my god,
you gave it a puncher's chance to have a conversation. We had a conversation. What are we saying?
Hey, there we go. Hey, conversation over. There you go. Man.
Oh my gosh.
There's a bigger conversation though, because so you asked the question: is Trey Rags in this category? We've, for the most part, said yes. Is that the only question you want to ask, or is there more to it?
Well, no, because then a lot of people, something else that was going on was people basically making the comparison, saying, "Oh, he'll never get brand deals and things like that." And he had this tweet basically saying, man, fuck brand deals. I got my mom out the hood. And to me, I felt like when it came to doing this content creation shit, I always felt, I mean, at the bare minimum, it's about where a motherfucker is satisfied at for themselves and what they find is successful, especially what they got going on. So I didn't see it as a problem. A lot of people were saying, yeah, that's cool, but imagine what you could be with without the edgy shit and all that. It's like, all right, bro, he's letting you know what his priority is. He's able to provide or do whatever you got to do. Why are we now dubbing extra shit onto that? Why is it, but you could be a lot bigger if you just, why you worry about that? Why can't he just do him?
I mean, just from a creator to creator type shit, I am concerned with him because he doesn't he streams, but I don't think he's like a crazy streamer. You know what I'm saying? Like his main thing is still skits.
I'm not saying, yeah, I don't think so. I don't know.
Yeah, so his main thing is still skits, and unless he's making a shit ton through the creator fund, which I know he's gotten banned on TikTok a lot, so I don't think that's the case. Like his only form of revenue, unless he's doing another job on the side, would be through brand deals. So if that's your full-time thing, and you are trying to provide for people, and people are counting on you, I do feel like if this is the career you want to go into, there's a certain level of responsibility you need to move around when that's the case. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, I got another I got a partner to take care of as well at this point. So I feel like with the way I move, I gotta be like that's a part of my responsibility when I move around on the internet shit. So
And a dog.
I'm from a biased perspective of a motherfucker that ain't got no deals on as right now on his solo content and shit. I'm fine with him doing the content that he enjoys to necessarily, you know, feed his family and shit like that. But as so said, I think I don't even need to be long-winded here. If it will start affected, because if the only way he's making money is brand deals, then yeah, that's GG's. That's it.
I know what you was gonna do. Oh, stop it! You gotta stop. You're so. I hate this nigga. No, and I guess in the same vein is like, you know, people can be worried about people. People can give their criticisms or critiques or opinions about anybody or anything like that. But fame is fleeting. Like this shit is not forever. Tomorrow, somebody else is gonna pick up their phone and record TikToks. Tomorrow, somebody else is gonna pick up their phone and record skits and put them on Instagram. Tomorrow, somebody else is gonna start streaming. Tomorrow, somebody else is gonna be the person to replace you. And especially when you live in that lane of, I live on the edge of TOS for a lot of these companies, so I'm going to get banned several times. You start to lose people along the way. Like, I remember when it was really, for a second, it was hard to find Trey Rags on YouTube, or not on YouTube, but on TikTok. I didn't realize until later on, they got his account out of there. They clapped him for a little bit, pause. So it's hard to find, like, okay, where are you now? Similar thing, I want to ask Chisel Adonis, hey, from your peak, and then when you started getting banned from all these places, do you feel like there's an effect in your numbers? I'm pretty sure he would say yes. I'm pretty sure anybody would say yes to that. So like Miso said, yeah, hey, I'm glad I got my mama out the hood. Yeah, a lot of NBA players, ex-athletes, rappers, and all that stuff, they say the same thing. And then we see them 20 years later, like Antoine Walker, and they don't have no money. So, hey, young black man who's done a good job creating income and revenue for themselves, didn't have to go out in the streets and do this, that, and the third. We want to make sure you maintain that. And that might mean changing up just ever so slightly. But I don't necessarily think it comes from malice. And also, I'm going to start telling people that I got my mom out the hood. I don't know his background, but I just think that that's a funny thing to say. I'm going to just start saying that. What I say? Oh, so Sage did that 2,000 subs. I co-tweeted with the picture. We changed that broke nigga life.
Hey, yeah, nah, that was funny. That was funny. I'm
gonna start doing that for anything and everything. Somebody go put, oh yeah, I just graduated this winter. We changed that broke nigga life. Yeah,
nigga life.
Especially for people that don't like. You know, my mom always told me like it's good to have options in life. So I worry for any young creator who sought out to do this as a full-time thing and isn't taking that approach. Well, who sought out to do this as a full-time thing, full stop. When you start adding the caveats of, yeah, they want to be edgy, they want to go into the red pill, they want to do this, that, and the third, then it adds more caveats. There's a red pill YouTuber that I follow or subscribe to and watch, Night Talk. He just got his monetization back after pretty much like 6 months this year, 6-7 months this year. Could you imagine? And I was gonna say, could you imagine? Hell, we did it type shit. Could you imagine being demonetized for 7 fucking months out of the year?
You don't even have to be that. Like if your videos are just getting insta yellowed, I count you as demonetized at that point, man. You were listen, you are in the program, but you're really not in it. Like they're not giving you anything.
And if that's your only thing in the world, that's like, oh my gosh, I got to get a job. But what you don't realize is you're gonna end up like Boogie. I don't know if y'all still haven't seen that Boogie 2988 doc. That nigga went from making.
Oh, I thought you were talking about.
Not that Boogie. Stop it. You gonna end up going because Boogie had a lot of YouTube following, making $15,000, $20,000 a month, $30,000 a month. You know, being able to put in a bunch of money into crypto and all that stuff like that. Now he's making about what I think he said like $2,800, $3,000 a month, pre-tax. And then when he went to go get a job, no skills,
Yeah.
No life skills. That YouTube shit do not translate. Hey, that's a PSA for y'all niggas. I'm gonna let y'all know that YouTube shit really don't transfer into IRL skills. It's sad to say these jobs still want to take people that went to college to be editors before they want to take you as a YouTuber.
Someone asked me on my stream, like, yo, B-Souls, are you still looking to stop doing YouTube within 5 years or like be behind the scenes? And my answer to that was, yo, in 3 to 4 years, if I feel like I'm stagnating in this shit, like I could literally be making the same amount of money. But if I'm still stagnating or if shit is regressing, I'm a start, you know what I'm saying, slowing down and, you know, going the tech route again. So
Shit.
because I don't want to be, because 3-4 years from now I'd be 26, 27. Yeah, I don't want to be the 33-year-old trying to get an entry-level job. Like I don't even want to get to that point, so I'm gonna try to get ahead of the curve. But until then, let's keep rising. So
we talked about that when what was that, when you were graduating or when Toasta was graduating? Me and Toasta talked about that. Just the idea of like, yo, being that 30-year-old trying to get the entry-level position, and they're asking what are the gaps. And it's not even necessarily a 30-year-old getting an entry-level job, because I'm 27 and I'll start my entry-level job next year. But it's the only reason why I got it is because they have a lot of jobs have these fresh out of college programs. So you being 6 years removed from 4 years removed from college or whatever, it's not the same. It's really not the same.
yeah.
Damo, if that.
What happened?
I know we took your conversation.
Well, no, I mean, I was essentially in W conversation. So.
Well,
Wow.
I guess I'll put the nail in the coffin. Quick hitter take on. Hey, he is funny though, because I seen that going around.
Druski is funnier than him though.
I seen that going around as well. Essentially, I mean, you know how the shit go when someone's in a pack. Now their whole job sucks. So is Trey Rags really funny in that same tier? I think he's funny. I don't think he relies on. I think he has some not dark humor skits, but some skits that are much lighter and probably could even be brand friendly. But those aren't gonna be the ones that trend on Twitter. TikTok they trend, but they ain't gonna trend on Twitter.
The Where Your Mama era was pretty funny.
Yeah, like red shirt in hindsight, maybe 2-3 of them are too crazy. But in general, yeah, I think he's funny. I think people saying he's not funny is crazy, but not the dick suck. But no dick.
Yeah, I think he's like I said, he's funny. Druski is just
I would say Druski's funnier.
That boy good, and that nigga Ben, he funny too. But yeah, Druski is on a different level. And last thing I'll say, because if Don wants to voice why Trey Rags is funnier, but last thing I'll say, if I was making short form content, and Caleb called me the other day on stream to ask me that question, if I was making short form content, or if anybody said that they wanted to start making short form content and was like, yo, can I make a living? Because that's what Caleb asked me. Hell no. And if I did and I would be fearful every day of my life. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I am not gonna lie to you. So
yeah.
Is Trey Rags funny or Damo?
I mean, I think it's two different things. I personally think Trey Rags is funnier, but it's like subjective. I'm not mad at anybody saying Druski is funnier. Yeah. I get it. You just don't like the nigga's content, or it's just not for you, or you just prefer Druski shits more. So that's absolutely fine. I can see it. Druski's a funny nigga too. I mean, two funny niggas.
You still like South Park though, right?
Absolutely. Watched the new fucking special that came out recently. That shit was hilarious. They was doing they was talking about OnlyFans and shit on there. That shit was hilarious.
Wasn't Logan Paul?
Logan Paul, yep. OnlyFans and Prime.